We've been kind of talking about it all morning, but now is kind of your first time to really see it on the sky cam behind us.
Yeah.
Check that out. You can barely see the highway back there.
Yeah, we are continuing to deal with the wildfire smoke up in the high levels of the atmosphere. But today, heavier plume coming through, so we're going to see that reaching the surface, taking a hit to our air quality as well.
I guess the real question is like, how is that going to affect the weather for the rest of the day? Hopefully not blocking out the sun too much.
Well, it's gonna look overcast. So we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of sun today, but we are going to be looking at the sky looking cloudy. There's not going to be a lot of clouds actually in the sky, but definitely looking very overcast out there. As we take a look from our sky cam at MGM Springfield, we are going to be looking at the sky looking mostly overcast. Most of the northern half of the country, as well as the eastern half of the country, are continuing to deal with some of that wildfire smoke high up in the atmosphere, especially here in the Northeast. That's where we have the heaviest of the wildfire smoke as those wildfires up in Canada continue to burn. So we're going to continue to deal with some of that smoke up in the high levels of the atmosphere, but now it is actually starting to reach the surface, and it will thus impact our air quality for today. In fact, our air quality right now is at an 80, which is right now in that moderate range. But as we head into the afternoon, we are expecting to see the air quality get a little bit worse. So that index is going to go higher, and we are going to be in that unhealthy for some group, or the unhealthy for sensitive group. So if you do have some of those respiratory issues, it might become a little bit more of an issue as we head into the afternoon. So certainly keep it indoors if you can today. We do have that air quality alert in effect for all of Western Mass, Worcester County, and portions of Vermont and New Hampshire. That is in effect from now until midnight due to the wildfire smoke that we are going to be seeing coming down closer to the surface. As we take a look at the smoke, this is going to be up high up in the atmosphere. So when you're looking up at the sky, you're going to be seeing the sunshine kind of filter through that haze out there. So it will look overcast, but it's not really going to be all that cloudy. We're going to be seeing a heavy plume of smoke coming through New England as we head through the rest of the day today. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off with a heavy plume of smoke at the high levels of the atmosphere, but then by the second half of the day, a lot of that smoke is going to continue to move off to the east a little bit more, so we will see some relief in terms of the visibility in the high levels of the atmosphere. Now, as we look at the surface, some of the smoke is actually reaching the surface, especially as we head into this afternoon. Right in the Pioneer Valley, we are going to be looking at some of that heaviest smoke right down in the surface. So that is where the air quality is going to be the worst. It's probably going to be happening as we head into the late afternoon and into the early evening. That's when our air quality index will be at its highest. So certainly you're going to want to avoid being outside for extended periods of time or overexerting yourself outside while the air quality is at its worst this afternoon. Then as we head into tomorrow, we are going to be seeing a lot of that surface smoke lifting up, but we still will be dealing with some of it. So we will be looking at a little bit of a haze as we look off in the distance tomorrow, but it won't be as impactful to our air quality as it will be today. Today is probably going to be the worst day for air quality due to wildfire smoke. Weather-wise, though, we are going to be staying dry. We do have a little bit of some cloud cover out there right now, but of course, the wildfire smoke high up in the atmosphere. Mostly sunny skies, but you won't really see a lot of the sun as it will be filtered through. And we are going to be looking at temperatures in the middle 80s, slightly muggy. As we head into the overnight hours, temperatures fall back down into the 60s. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies. There's a chance for a hit or miss shower, but I think most of us stay dry. And again, we will be continuing to deal with some of that haze from the wildfire smoke high up in the atmosphere. And then on Sunday, our rain chances do look to increase a little bit more. Same for your day on Monday. I would actually say Monday is probably going to be the rainiest of the next couple of days as a cold front is approaching, and it's also going to be the most humid. Behind that system, as we head into Tuesday, our pattern turns much drier and a little bit cooler, less humid, with a decent amount of sunshine. And really for most of next week, our pattern trends dry and cooler with temperatures in the 70s.